Namaste. Here we are doing the horoscope of Nidas. Nidas is born on 18th of March 1998 at 12:13 a.m. So his the most important sign or like ascendant for him is Scorpio, or what we call Vrishchika in Sanskrit. That sign shows his purpose and also his like his path towards that purpose. And Scorpio is actually a interesting sign for Mr. Nidas because he definitely have a very peculiar path. So basically, he has got two purposes in life. One, we will say, there is a very higher purpose, and then there is a higher purpose. It's not like two low purposes, it is two high purposes. So we, for the convenience, we put one very higher and the other one a bit lower. So the highest, the biggest one of them is, of course, attaining moksha or nirvana or shunya through self-exploration. So we can say it is liberation or self-actualization through self-exploration. He has got a combination of 4 planets without sun, which is suggestive of a previous birth of sannyasin. So in the last birth also he was some kind of spiritual person, spiritual practitioner, but he was not so much contributing to the universe, to the nature. So in this birth he does have that spiritual side, which is based on self-exploration and self-actualization, but he also have a big natural side, like he have a side where he was supposed to contribute or using his abilities to the world, to the nature. So that is his second purpose. So the first purpose is, of course, self-realization through self-exploration, and the second purpose is contributing to the nature and to the humanity or to the world. And the contribution is through a very particular thing. It's called Vastu Tantra in Sanskrit. Vastu Tantra means like he's the one who's supposed to make the world more efficient. So in a way, he's kind of a scientist. Maybe not with education, because education is more towards like information technology or things like that, like or maybe something society oriented educations. But his purpose is, he is actually somebody who increases the efficiency of things. So like any particle, any dravya, any material, his ability or like his purpose is there to make it more efficient, make it more productive, make it less dangerous. So in a way, he is the one who is supposed to be kind of like a scientist who works hard to make everything more efficient. That Vastu Tantra is his second purpose. So he changes materials, materials in nature, like he changes natural materials and make it more efficient and use them to help the world, help the nature and help fellow beings. So that is his purpose. And the planet to get into that purpose, the planet which makes it does, that is Saturn. So Saturn is the most important planet for him, and that Saturn is actually very strong. Like it's actually very strong. So as Saturn is the planet, his path will be through detached working, what in India we call karma yoga. Like karma yoga is this way of working detached without too much concerned about the results, working in a very organized and detached way to achieve this purpose step by step, or like uh, area by area. So that Saturn is actually good. It's strong for him. So he has got the brain and the heart for that. He need to put efforts on that direction, that way by which he can go to success step by step. This is something very important for him, because if he is trying to do a lot of things at the same time, it's actually not maybe a good solution for him. He need to do that step by step with a long term vision and short term plans. So that will be very very good for him. Second is the planet Moon. Moon is actually it's Moon is the planet which control his jobs, or like his career. So any career that is related with nature and society will be good for him. Even a career related with healing and products of healing, that will also be good for him. But the moon is actually a bit destabilized planet for him. It's okay strong, but it is a bit destabilized, and because of that, he will need to change, or he will time by time he will change his works. So in a lot of places, in a lot of jobs, it will take him like continuous changes. So, but that is normal for him, and he doesn't need to worry too much about that, and he will ascend generally in life, mostly once he reached the age of 32. That is the time will be where he find more stability in the jobs. Otherwise, he will do sometimes, but every 6 year, 3 year to 6 year, he will change it, and he need to change it because it is actually a part of that stabilization process of moon. Now the next planet is Mercury. Mercury is the planet which controls his health. Mercury is a good planet for him, not so much bad. So he need to be concerned about problems regarding digestion, and he needs to be concerned about skin conditions. He need to do exercises, workouts properly so that he can have, and also if possible breathing exercises properly so that he can have a long strong lungs and heart. And maybe at the end part of his life, um, he need to, like the third part of his life, he need to be concerned about joint problems. Basically, one thing regarding health which will be good for him to take care is that he need to verify or reflect on his health time by time, because in his chart there is a tendency that diseases can sleep inside him, like they can attack him, but they will not kind of like come out fully. They will just like be hidden, and that will create a lot of struggles for him in the 40s and the 50s, and because of that it will be good for him to kind of like always being careful regarding his health process. But that Mercury is good, so it's not like in a danger. We cannot say it is in a danger. Now, coming to the next planet, Mars. Mars is actually the planet of energy for him, and that Mars is a bit combusted. So he need to be careful about energy, because he has got a lot of work to do in this world, and many of his works are actually kind of like new. Like he doesn't have anywhere to look for a um, like a reference or something like that, and because of that it takes a lot of energy to make achievements there, and he needed a lot of energy because of that. But that Mars's position is not very properly good for having keeping the energy. So he will have energy, but there is also probability that it goes away very fast. And the two things which he can do for this is having an amulet called Ugra Narasimha. That will be very good for his energy things, and also training some martial arts, like mild martial arts, not like very intense, but mild martial arts. That will be very good for him. Now, um the next planet is Venus. Venus is the planet of relationship for him, and that is a good planet actually for him. Venus is good, so he will get a very good relationship in his life. So there will be some initial struggles, but after that he will find a very good relationship, and then it will be very helpful for his life. So relationship in a way will be very transformative for him, like it will change him, and also it will help him a lot to find meanings and values, and stabilize his life. Now, the next planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of creativity for him. It is a planet of intelligence. It's actually a good planet. It's not bad. It's strong. So he's creative, and he's also intelligent. So he will be always blessed with newer ideas. One thing he needs to do is that he needs to travel the world, which he may be doing because his planetary position is like that. But still, like it's something of a long term thing in his life. Like he need to travel world around, and because each place where he is living will give him new levels on his brain. So his brain power, his intelligence will be very big based on the spaces where he is traveling. So that is a very good achievement, and also it gives him, like he has got a restlessness, and traveling will give one solution for that restlessness. And yeah, the next planet is Rahu. Rahu is in his 10th house. It's actually a very good planet. It gives him a huge like recognition, particularly in the middle part of his life. He will get sufficient recognition, and as he is turning to middle to old, like around the age 45, 50, around that age, um, it will be very highly recognition period for him. Rahu can make him very famous and achieved. Next is Ketu. Ketu is in the 4th house. it's a bit tough planet for him. So again, I will, considering this Ketu's position, I am again suggesting um, the amulet, because Ketu, what Ketu does is that Ketu makes him highly, highly energetic. Not in the sense of Mars, not in the sense of the energy we understand. Like the flow of cosmic energy through Mr. Nidas is actually very high. The positive effects of that is like he will become so creative. He will see things in a way different than the others. He will have like cosmic understandings, and he will also be a highly, highly spiritual person because of that. The downside of that is like it's a very destabilizing position, as the energy is not even with fully awareness of Mr. Nidas is flowing through him. Sometimes they can make him destabilize. Sometimes they can make him restless and a bit of like hypersensitive. Sometimes they can make him having fears, things like that. uh, because of that, it is good for him to protect himself um, regarding the passage of cosmic energies through him. We cannot actually prevent that. It is because of the spiritual practices that he did in the previous life. So there is no actual prevention for that. But he can channelize that Ketu energy using the amulet, or by using the stone ruby. But as the amulet is helpful also for that energy issue, that is the one which I prefer in this case. And so that is it. And this time, when we are speaking now, it's a very important time for Mr. Nidas, because this is the time of confusions. So from 2017 to 2027, these 10 years are his confusion years. They are so important for a growth, because this is the time where he should try and experience newer and newer things, like travel, work 6 months, travel the rest of the time, experience new things, and getting the foundation, like the very base foundation for the things that he need to do in the future. And there is a lot of important things that he need to do in the future, and because of that, this time is actually, the base should be that much strong. So he need to experience, increase his experience, because more experiences that he have at this time, of course they will sometimes feel not useful or like anything, but they will be the drive for the bigger things in the future. So this is actually a very formative period till 2027. So he need to go through that all the experiences at this time. So all the best for Mr. Nidas. Thank you, Dovi. So I know you will add the the basic things of astrology, which I used to share at the first, that you can add now. So this is actually very good, and I am so sorry for the delays, but I will make it faster, as the because the northern movement of sun, what we call the Uttarayana, is going to finish in 2 days. Then we are actually going back to the southern movement, which is comparatively much less busy for me. So I will be able to keep up. Thank you.